I literally just got home. I haven't even taken off my shoes, alright? I don't usually do this. I usually make these videos a day after, but I just got home. I gotta work from home for tomorrow, and I gotta go to sleep early, but I wanna get y'all this video. Alright, cue the intro.
Up in the sky, it's a bird!
It's a plane!
It's a geek.
Captain America, Brave New World. Now, before I start, I'm going to touch on spoilers, alright? So if you don't want to be spoiled, leave the video and then come back to it after you paid your money to watch the movie. But if you don't care about the spoilers, stay here, because we're about to talk some crazy talk, alright? First thing I'm going to say, which will also probably make you leave the video, but hear me out before I say it, alright? Hear me out, just bear with me. I like this movie more than Deadpool and Wolverine. Alright? Now, everyone leave. Okay. The reason I liked it more is because in Deadpool Wolverine, y'all can't tell me no, the action in there seemed like it was senseless, didn't have any meaning to it. And the comedy, I wasn't really the biggest fan of. But Deadpool Wolverine was a good movie. I'm not saying it was bad. I like this because this movie fit more of what I look forward to in my movies. I like story. Obviously, I like action, but I want my action to be backed by the great story to where the action is needed. All right, so before we go into the movie details, I want to say this. This movie was doomed to fail before it started. You have recently, like a week or two ago, all these comments. I made a video about the comments Anthony Mackie was making. He was right about the comments he was making, but word is divisive. So people thought he was wrong. Like, it kind of turned the wrong way. Then you have the Israeli character, which I wasn't defending, but I was also saying, look, if you don't want to see this movie because of a character or this character, that's not a good reason to not see the movie. Fine if you want to see it, but don't say it's because of this one character. Now, I'll be honest, that character was definitely not needed in this movie. Shoot, I don't know if they really said her name. I forgot her name. She wasn't really needed. I also forgot to say this in the original video. They wasted my GOAT. Wasted Giancarlo Esposito. That's how you say his last name, I found out. They wasted him. You mean to tell me a legend like that, and that's what you Marvel, that's what y'all use him for? Man, what the world? Buddy! Marvel, come on, it's getting hard, bro. It's getting hard to defend. God dang. I just hate that, like the Superman movie's finna be with James Gunn, it's going to be doomed to fail before it starts. Now, that movie is a little different because you have James Gunn meet writers, and you also have the Snyder haters. But Marvel was already on the downswing, and then they didn't really have good press with this movie with the reshoots and this and that. So the press with this movie was terrible. And I feel so bad because I enjoyed this movie. It was solid. Now, I'm not going to, obviously it's not the best Captain America movie. For me, it's third. I have it over the first Captain America movie. So I have, what's my list? Civil War is probably my favorite Marvel movie of all time. Then it's Winter Soldier, then it's this movie, and then it's the first one. I want to say this. This movie, it was needed to watch. You needed to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and you probably needed to watch the original Incredible Hulk movie. If you didn't like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier movie, Soldier Show, you probably weren't going to watch or going to like this movie because that show was kind of slow a little bit and it had some action. This movie was slow and had some action. I like the thing that they did with Isaiah Bradley, man. I really felt bad for him because it would be cool. They do all these weird Disney Plus shows, and I'm rambling. But it would be cool if you got an Isaiah Bradley Disney Plus show of him back in the day or whatever. He was a good person for his country, and he just kept getting locked up, and we end up finding out that the leader is doing all this stuff. And I liken Leader to be kind of like Zemo, but Zemo's way better because he had the strongest people on Earth fighting against each other. Zemo just had Japan and the United States fighting against each other. And it was cool. The leader, he looked really, really gruesome and weird. I liked it though. I think it fit. This movie didn't really completely sell me on why Thaddeus Ross was even a president. Like, I wasn't really understanding why that was the case. Harrison Ford, he did the best he could with this movie. He's just too old, man. He's too old. I want to say that this movie honestly shut up anything about anyone saying that Sam Wilson needs the serum. Bucky, a person who's on the internet, y'all were saying, oh, well, Bucky should be Captain America, or this person should be Captain America. Bucky himself told Sam Wilson he doesn't need the serum. And he said something that was so obvious, but I didn't get it. He said, bruh, Steve Rogers had the serum and he was still messing up. The serum don't make you Captain America, and that's what y'all idiots need to hear. All right, he don't need the serum. It's what's in here that makes him him. All right. So I'm glad they went with that plot point. And even the fight between him and Red Hulk, it was trash. I'm gonna be honest. It was very trash, mainly because of his VFX. But he held his own, and it didn't look like it was unreasonable for him to. Obviously, he was getting his butt beat on, but he was still holding his own. So Marvel, y'all did a great job with that. It's Black History Month. Thank you for the win with that one. The leader, his motives were, not gonna say unclear, because they were clear. It just didn't really, just if I say if it didn't make sense, then it wasn't clear. But I mean, they were just, I don't know, a little skewed, you know. He has to build these weapons and he had to make this medicine for Harrison Ford because he was the only one who could do it, in place of having the leader get free when he was elected president. There's already one issue right there. Buddy, you could have got Tony Stark to do that. Tony Stark was riding with your side the last time I checked. Now, you know what I'm saying? So that was a little weird. But maybe he did get Tony Stark and he didn't want to do it. I don't know. That was the whole thing. So the leader kind of just sat back in the shadows, did all of that, which makes you wonder, buddy, if you could have did all that from the get-go, why did you help him? And then when he didn't keep his promise, you were able to trick people's minds with lights and sounds and get out free. I just spit. Hope y'all didn't see it. That didn't make sense to me. You literally could have been free on your own volition. But you chose to sit here and help him and infuse him with gamma. Didn't really understand that. I didn't really get that plot point. All right, I'm gonna be honest. Other than that, I think it was good, man. This movie really showed that, yes, Sam Wilson is Captain America. Yes, he deserves to have that mantle. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say something else that a lot of people probably gonna disagree with. He looked cooler with the shield than Steve Rogers did to me. The way he was using that shield was amazing. And I say that because Steve Rogers had to rely, he didn't really have to rely on the shield. He had his strength. Sam Wilson has to rely on the shield and the vibranium. And well, technically no, because we saw him fight without the suit and stuff. He has to use it more. So I think it was cool how he was using the shield. They did a great job with that. Let's talk about the post-credit scene. It's gonna be a quick video, and I'm gonna get y'all out of here. The post-credit scene. In my original video, I was saying that the post-credit scene set up World War Hulks. And that was because while I was in the theater, I was texting my group chat. So I didn't really hear the first couple points. This I rewatched it on YouTube just now. This post-credit scene sets up a movie we already know about. Oh, the others are coming from the other worlds. I looked at the probability. What does that mean? I mean, we know what it means, but first of all, how did you do it? Why? You're the leader, but what? First of all, why are we getting hype over something we already know was coming? Marvel, what the heck? What's going on? We already know this movie coming. Sam Wilson, knowing that there's a multiverse and incursions, isn't gonna do anything. He would have found out eventually. Now what? We know we got like 5-6 people that know incursions are a thing. That was probably the most pointless post-credit scene ever. You literally could have walked out as soon as the credits hit. That post-credit scene was useless. I'm just disappointed in how they are rushing this whole thing, man. I really am. It's been bad. And they really haven't, you can tell, they really haven't had a clear point of view from the start of this whole thing. Because we had Loki, and then we had the Kang, and then really the Kang stuff is gone. It's like, whatever, but hey, it is what it is, man. This Marvel stuff, ever since they said Kang wasn't coming back, it's been downhill for me. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Another thing, this is the last thing I'm saying before I close it. Are we not going to get hints at Secret Invasion? Are we just gonna act like that didn't happen? I'm watching this movie, this political movie. I'm like, bro, Secret Invasion happened not too long ago. We ain't got nothing for no Skrulls. Are the Skrull? I know a Skrull is still there. I mean, they could have made it. That's what makes Secret Invasion such a waste, because y'all could have been implanting that storyline for a lot of movies, but they didn't. Man, we could have saw some Skrull change, and that would have been so cool, but it's Marvel, man. What can I say? You know, it is what it is. The good thing is this technically should be the last movie from that COVID era. So we have Thunderbolts and we have Fantastic Four coming out later this year as well. So should be getting some bangers. But those are my thoughts on the Captain America Brave New World movie. The VFX made it a lot weirder for me. Could have been better with better VFX, but it was solid. If anyone hates this movie or want to say they hate this movie because it's woke, it's not woke. If you would have plopped this movie in a phase 1 or 2, it would have been better than some of the movies. I got it over all the Ant-Man movies. I got it over the first Captain America movie. I got it over the first Iron Man movie. And actually, no, that's crap. I got it over the second Iron Man movie though. So, yeah, it's all with your preferences, man. But I would say give it a chance. And if it's not something you're just needing to see, you can wait for Disney Plus. But that's all I got for y'all. If you love the video, like the video. If you don't love the video, still love the video. I'm on the road to, I'm gonna say 500 subscribers. I appreciate if you like my content, share my content. Without further ado, I'm out. Peace.
Great.